unless you're going to be able to guarantee that 104 would have a similar demand pattern like 176. Bendy buses wouldn't really be suitable to be run on 104. It's only in the case if 104's demand pattern ends up looking like 176's. That is the only case whereby you could justify running bendy buses on 104. So as of now, I'm just going to say no. So again, this is how you justify your points. So what are we left with? 34, 36, 382, and 68. So we just consolidate them together. 68, and what's the other one? I would say based on priority, this one should be the first priority. Again, feel free to disagree, and I'm not trying to tell the PTOs what to do or anything. This is just me just analyzing stuff, but this is just like my own personal take. If you want to run bendy buses, this one should be the first priority. Whether you run it on G, W, or A, it depends on how you want to do it, but I'm just saying this route should have top priority. And then you could argue that maybe this one should be top priority as well, but oh no. But then this one would be second. And the reason for this being second is because there are Tampines Concourse, and then Tampines Avenue 6, that general area. Sorry, it's 9 then 6. Is there even a bus stop at Avenue 9? I forgot, but Avenue 6. A lot of people, they tend to take short haul from Tampines. So it's if you're arriving at Tampines Avenue 6, short haul, if you're taking from Tampines, you would stay on the lower deck. And then if you're taking it to Pasir Ris, Pasir Ris Street 71, Elias, Pasir Ris Drive 3, you would go on the upper deck. So technically, double-deckers, they can work on 68, no problem at all. And the issue with 68 is more of frequency rather than oh my gosh, that 68's demand is booming so much that we're gonna have to run 1 million buses on it. In the case of 118, actually that's not really the case. Actually, will that happen? Because Tampines North is kind of developing. So yeah, but 382, nobody really takes this bus long distance. So based on that alone, this one would actually be the perfect bendy bus trial service for 382. This one wouldn't be such a priority because technically this bus service is survivable with double deckers. 36 and 34, I would switch the order. So I'm gonna erase it a little bit. 36, 34, priority. The reason why I picked out 34 is because, okay, nobody in their right mind takes 34 from Pongo to the airport. I know there's 34E, which is an interim bus service before CRLE actually opens, and then they would withdraw 34E unless you're telling me 34E is going to end up the next 976, even though it's kind of different. But if you want to go from Pongo to Changi Airport, obviously in the future you have CRLE. But if you're trying to head towards PTB, the basement, Terminal 3, 1, 2, or even Terminal 4, you would take 34 instead of the MRT. Maybe actually that's a reason for 34E. Maybe that's the one small justification for 34E staying even if CRLE opens. But to be honest, I don't think it's worth it. It's just that nobody in the right mind, okay, I would just say in general, nobody in the right mind takes 34 from Pongo all the way to the parent service, Pongo all the way to airport. They would just go to the TPE bus stop, and then they change to 110 or 858 depending which one arrives first, or depending on which one's emptier, provided that both of them arrive kind of around the same timings. But yeah, 34 is more towards if you're going from Pongo to Tampines, or if you're commuting within Tampines and that includes IKEA, that includes Tampines Avenue 5, the mosque, Masjid Darul Gufran, Avenue 5 to 7. If you're commuting within Tampines, or if you're commuting from Punggol to Tampines, or even within Punggol, like from Waterway Point to like wherever 34 now serves, outside Samudra, Punggol Point, I don't know, but like, and then the other one is like commuting from the airport to Tampines, because 27 goes Avenue 4, 7, 9, and then 34 takes 7 to 5, 10. Wait, 7, 7 to 5, 10. Yes, correct. Yeah. So 34 and 27, they are different. That's why airport to Tampines, it gets way more, it gets demand as well, because they are just quite hard to reach via MRT. So bus in this case is better. So this is actually one justification. And Waterway Point and our Tampines hub, or maybe the mosque during Friday prayers, these are the points along the route whereby 34's demand would explode, and as in like the board alike, board alike, board alike, board alike pattern. So yeah. But again, 382 is still better for Bendy buses, followed by 68, followed by 34. And then 36 is kind of a special case, because here's the thing, 36 will remain even after TEL 4, 5, or whatever, Changi Airport Line to TEL, CAL to TEL, that acronym. 36 will still stay. But at that point of time, I don't think 36 would actually need high capacity buses. They'll just OTA it, if anything. Because what 36 offers is that a direct connection to their hotels that TEL does not offer. Because when you look at the route, let's say NSL to Marina Bay, and then you TEL, okay, I'm going to use orange, I'm sorry, TEL up, that is like the MRT route, which is troublesome because you need one transfer. But 36, it actually, okay, there's also TEL straight to Orchard as well, but even that is like kind of a pain in the ass as well. Nobody really wants to do that. And the reason why 36 loops at Tomlinson nowadays is, honestly, it's all because of hotel access. It's like from one side of Orchard Road, you could loop, take it through the loop, and then go on the other side. And this is like quite useful during rainy days, because you know the rain shelters in Orchard Road are not really that adequate, and sometimes you might have to actually hide underground, if you get what I mean. No, as in like use the underground linkways during rainy weather. And then I don't know how luggage friendly it is, because I haven't really tested it or anything. But yeah, 36, besides being a doorstep to like the hotels and Orchard, Raffles Boulevard, it's just Suntec area in general, Pan Pacific, Ritz-Carlton Hotel, stuff like that. 36 actually, the reason why this bus service would survive even after all these MRT lines are in place is that 36 is a shortcut. It can beat MRT, like legit just flat out beat MRT, as long as there are no jams within Suntec or like Bras Basah, Orchard area. 36 it just beats MRT. And then there's also another thing. Some people, they take MRT to Marine Parade, and in whatever direction, they change to 36 to Suntec, or whatever. It's like 36's demand actually kind of increased after Thompson East Coast Line, because this one actually becomes more hub spoke. It's not like, oh, you open the MRT line and then the bus would lose demand. No, the demand patterns are going to change. It's like 74 could see increases in demand, and even 855, people were expecting the demand to drop, but 855's demand actually increased after Thompson East Coast Line opened, because they're like, hey, we can take 855 to the nearest TEL station, like Upper Thompson. So this one's demand actually not drastically, but like it increased. And the thing is that this actually happens to 36 at around Marine Parade. I'm not even joking. Just look at 36 at Suntec. Just between Suntec and Marine Parade, the demand, it can get sky high during weekends. And this becomes a problem when there are like a lot of people coming from the airport, they have their luggage and stuff like that. I mean, this is why people they were like wondering if 36 could have Bendy buses. In the future, I don't think 36 needs high capacity buses, but in the event that it needs, I put it at last priority, but I'm just explaining why 36 needs bendy buses. It's precise, I mean, would need bendy buses. Precisely, it's between Suntec and Marine Parade. Because no other bus, no other MRT, only 36 takes you from Suntec to Marine Parade. And you're an idiot if you take TEL to Marina Bay and then you change CCL up to Promenade, you change it to Esplanade, Promenade. I'm sorry, the British pronunciation is like creeping into me, but like, however you pronounce it, I don't know how you guys pronounce it anyway, but yeah, it is the announcement. Okay, if you take TEL and then you change CCL, you're stupid. Because Promenade, the access penalty between the platform level and then the surface, it's too big. I know there are lifts, but it's like the access penalty at Promenade alone would turn off a lot of people from taking MRT from Marine Parade, going to Marina Bay. You have to walk, and then you end up at and then you change to Circle Line and end up at Promenade. So the easier option is to take 36. This is the thing that is keeping 36 from being rationalized. I get a lot of questions like this, so I'm just gonna tell you outright. Suntec to Marine Parade, there is no other MRT that beats this line, that beats this bus route. 36 will still have a lot of demand from here and here, especially during weekends. Like they go shopping at Suntec or anything. Yeah. Not to mention, this thing, do not ignore it. It serves Tangs Plaza, but it's close enough to Lucky Plaza. And this Lucky Plaza, during weekends, the demand, it just booms. Like 16, 175, 106, 502, 518. You see Filipinos, they are hard carrying the demand for these bus services. Obviously, there will be Filipinos living along Marine Parade, just as an example, that they take this one to Lucky Plaza. They take it like through the loop. So this bus service would still get demand. You gotta know your demographic. So this is the reason why 36. I'm not saying it needs high capacity buses in the future, like come 2040 when Cal to Tel, the MRT line opens up to Changi Airport. I'm just saying that like in the event that MRT spoils, you still have 36 to the city. And not just that 36 has a lot of benefits as compared to like MRT. I will say this. And then I'm not saying it needs high capacity buses. I'm just saying if it needs this, whatever I've just explained would be the justification for it. So again, I just taught you how to like elaborate. Don't just stop there. You need to explain in detail, and this is how you explain it. So if you want to know the Bendy Bus priority for Go Ahead Singapore, if they actually do indeed get the BYD B18, this will be the priority, in my opinion. Obviously, feel free to disagree. You could swap these two around and stuff like that. It also depends on how much 34's demand grows, but I've already explained why 382 and 68 are way more suitable for Bendy buses as compared to like these two. But again, feel free to disagree. If you have the opinion that 68 is able to survive with double deckers, that's fine as well. Like you don't need to prioritize it on 68. You might as well just confine the bendy buses to 382. Anything is fine. I'm just giving you guys like the thought process, but yeah. So that's about it. I don't have anything else to say. Bye.